What's good, man? It's your boy Cash. Welcome to the Cash Money Dream Podcast. We here, man, and we ain't going nowhere. The website's up, cashmoneydreams.com. Make sure you guys go there, get on our guest list. We got events popping every week. Just go to the blog. You can go ahead and get your tickets. We just actually did a event. We was there at Dre's. T.I. was there. It was good. It was dope. And it's funny because even talking about that, we will be talking about that, I think, later on the show, about him and his son. So real quick, though, like and subscribe. Follow us on all our platforms. It's very important, right? So YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or what you can call now X. We are on there, too. So it's pretty dope, man. I get to sit down and talk to all you guys in the behind the scenes. We actually get to respond to a lot of messages. We get some critics. We get a lot of people who support us. I see that a lot of women, our women following, is growing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I think we put out a video. We got like 87% women.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple that are 100%. I mean, listen, our videos are for all, genders, shapes, sizes, whatever you name it. So we welcome all opinions. But yeah, on the social media, Instagram, we're at KMD Podcast. On X, it is at Cash Money Dreams.
Yeah.
And same with TikTok, at Cash Money Dreams.
And Twitter, man. I mean, X, what do you want to call it? X or Twitter, please follow us. All our shit is uploaded. Every day, 3 times a day, we uploading on X. It's dope. I'm telling you. You can get the full videos there. You can get our comments. You can get everything we feel, everything we say through X.
Yeah.
So, but today's video,
we got a few.
I already know. I was talking to the producers and they said, "Yo, are you ready for round 2?"
Yeah, we're following up.
I mean, can I get that ding, ding, ding? The attack on Diddy empire, the attack on Diddy's name, the attack on Diddy's brand, the attack on Diddy's kingdom is all at stake right now. And when you got 50 Cent out there like pushing this message, like, yo, this shit has been going on. Y'all just showing up to the party. Right?
You stupid.
Y'all 10 years late. But it's funny to me because I did a video, and this was probably last week, and I didn't know anything. I had to look into it. So I see a lot of people throwing shots in the messages, basically saying things like, yo, you don't know the shit you talking about. I do, actually. I'm just
stupid.
I'm just not the ones like you who just responds automatically shaming and saying guilty.
Yeah, everybody wants to be the judge and jury of the situation without the evidence and facts.
What is wrong with you people? You can't just say somebody's guilty because somebody tells you a story. This is what's wrong with our society.
Denied.
That's what lawyers and courts are for, right? But how many men don't got Diddy money? How many men go through this every day and they lose everything? $100,000 is a lot to some men.
Allegedly.
$200,000 is a lot to some men. $50,000 is a lifetime for some men. So for you to sit here and throw allegations, it must be facts. It must be truth. So
Allegedly.
I understand you guys want us to sit there and destroy Diddy. I already said it in the first video. This can be the end of Diddy. This could be Diddy's his coffin.
Yeah, you mentioned if it's true, you don't respect it. I mean, this is not something
100%.
we co-sign, but we also know that right now everything is
Allegedly.
correct. Why would I sit here and co-sign any woman being sexualized or, I mean, you do it to yourself, honestly. A lot of you do. So I'm not going to throw shots like that. But let's be honest. Today's market, internet, Facebook, Instagram, we can't even post shit on Facebook. We get tagged, but y'all out here doing sexual shit, and Facebook and Instagram let y'all get away with it. I post a video where a woman must act right, it gets shot, but a woman showing her ass crack is acceptable.
Emotional, damn it.
That's the society we live in. But listen, if Diddy did what he did, he's guilty. I don't support anybody going through anything like that. I mean, did y'all read the shit that Cassie went through? That shit, it's crazy. But hey, it's allegedly. It's allegedly until a court found him guilty. And yes, his brand is being destroyed. Y'all, this is why it's so important why you have these women sign these contracts, bro. I don't care if you worth $50,000, $100,000, a motherfucking $1 million, or even $100 million. You got to have these women sign these waivers so you never get all that, bro.
Well, he did. He had a lot of NDAs signed. But the problem is,
after the fact, hold on.
If it's illegal, it's illegal.
Listen,
if he broke the law.
After the fact, he knew these cases was coming. Diddy recently had all these. He basically gave back to the artists by saying, hey, you can have some of your rights to your music, but we'll redo the contract, but you also have to sign a waiver speaking about me, talking about what we have done in business. So there's a few people who didn't sign that. They didn't sign that waiver because they already knew that they'll wait in their time and their place about the motherfucking money. Why is everybody acting like this ain't about fucking money? Why? But we get attacked on a platform because we talking real shit. It's all about the money. If you can walk away with $30 million, it was about the money. It's real victims out here. Hold on. It's real victims out here. They ain't getting money, but they ain't also getting justice. So why we keep not understanding that, hey, it's not about the money. It's all about the money.
You could tell the truth for free.
Yeah.
It's possible.
It doesn't cost anything to tell the truth. But the issue is, why is everybody coming out now to attack Diddy? And it's sad, bro, because everything they taking away from him, he's stepping down from big businesses that's almost worth $1 billion. I mean, this is what Andrew Tate talks about. You have to be very, very careful when you're in a position of power and you work your ass off. You have to protect your assets as men. We are living in a different world. Listen, man, we are living in a different world, a different time, period.
Let's get into the video here. We got a little clip, just a snippet to see what one of the updates are of this constantly evolving case here against Diddy.
And like I said, this may be the end of Diddy.
Yeah, let's take a look and see.
That time, people actually praised Diddy for being real and telling the girls the harsh truth about how the industry works. However, in light of all these recent allegations about Diddy trafficking young women and possibly men, these clips from Making the Band suddenly have a whole different vibe. And now, on top of this, we're hearing from Gene Deal that Diddy allegedly made plans to drug Danity Kane members and pimp them out to other industry men.
But there's some artists that didn't say anything, that didn't sign it, and they able to talk about anything they want to. And I think that's those girls that was, I think Danity Kane. I think a couple of them didn't sign it.
Allegedly.
And boy, oh boy, they probably gonna go after him too.
Oh, yeah.
Cause I heard him, and I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up there and he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio, and I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, yo, I'm gonna drug their ass off and pick them up and pimp them out to my nigga.
Allegedly.
He said, I'm gonna drug them out.
Whoa.
I'm gonna get them all on drugs, and I'm gonna pimp their ass out to my nigga.
You stupid.
I was like,
Wow.
them somebody kids. And walked out.
And this actually lines up with what Cassie said in her lawsuit about Diddy forcing her into freak-offs.
All right, we're going to pause that right there. So one of his ex-bodyguards, this guy's been all over YouTube and social media for the last week or month, something like that. And
entertainment.
You know, he's basically vouching for all these allegations. And right now, until there's some proof in a court of law, everything is
Allegedly.
But How do we feel? He's saying Danny DK members were,
Allegedly.
drugged and pimped out, or that was the goal, and maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. They didn't sign the NDAs. The point is that we were trying to make last week too, is some people didn't sign NDAs. But why do you wait until a victim comes out? If you didn't sign it, why don't you say this from day one?
I think truthfully, one of the members, I'm not going to say her name. We could probably bring this up later, another show. But one of the members, particularly said she was put in a position where Diddy made many attempts on her to have sex with her, and
Allegedly.
when she didn't do it, he kicked her out of the band. And she said that he sexualized them, and it was also told to her by someone that his plan was to pimp them and to use them as females
Allegedly.
are in the industry. Like, there's women who do this. And these are the girls who getting signed today, actually, right? Think about it. They got girls out here half naked, walking around pregnant, performing on stage,
Belongs to the streets.
disrespecting the hip hop culture at the highest, and nobody's saying shit.
Stupid.
Where are y'all at though? Like, where's Snoop? Where's Dre? Where Eminem? Where Nas? Where Jay-Z? Where are these rappers that's not responding to this stupidity of where hip hop is? So the issue is very simple. You know what I mean? Diddy ran hip hop, right? It was him, or was the other side? Who was the other side? Tupac Shakur. And all these allegations of what Diddy has done with females or men,
Allegedly.
it's all alleged. It's all allegedly. You can't sit here and say, hey, this is what it is. We don't know yet. This door is just barely getting open. You know what I'm saying? This door is barely getting open. We don't know where this is gonna go. So we all have to be very careful, because you kids get sued just speaking about stupid shit you don't know.
Celebrity news.
People are gonna be attacked. It's just the way it is. They're gonna be attacked because some people see money. They see an opportunity to kick a man when he's down. I'm not protecting Diddy. None of us can protect him. This shit's gonna happen. But y'all gotta understand that artists, celebrities who have worked with Diddy, they knew what Diddy was doing 10 years ago. You can't sit here and act like y'all didn't know this shit. But now y'all want to kick this man when he's down. And if this is true, all these allegations, allegedly, if this shit is true, it's the end of Diddy. I mean, you can't sit here and be on a throne like this in this world we live in as men and make decisions like this, because this is what's going to happen. You're going to be sitting there crying, wanting to off yourself and take your life because of something stupid. I always say this, and I'm going to keep saying this. From every successful man, or most any man, every issue you have when it comes to your downfall is behind a woman. And people get offended by that.
Allegedly.
And it is allegedly. But I truly believe most men, go look at it. Go look at all our successful men today. The ones who run businesses and all that. Their empires are being taken. Or they women's divorcing them, taking half their wealth. It's crazy. Can you imagine giving a woman $40 billion? What the fuck she needs with 40? I mean, not alone $1 billion. Can you imagine being a millionaire and you built 20 million your whole lifetime? It took you 20 years to get that. You've been with this woman 5 years and she takes like $10 million.
You stupid.
So these people see Diddy right now as an opportunity, as a piggy bank. They going for the bag. $30 million. Cassie got $30 million. What is the next woman gonna get? What is the next woman gonna get?
It depends on the allegations. It could be $1 million. It could be, I don't think it'll be more. I think she probably got the most out of everybody because she probably went through it the longest, allegedly, whatever it was. But yeah, it's going to be millions.
I said this on the last episode that this shit is going to cost Diddy $50 to $60 million. He already paid up 30.
Allegedly.
He's losing money, man. He just lost, what was it? He just stepped down from
Revolt.
Can we real quick?
Yeah.
Can we put up an article and just show it with a title?
Yeah, with what happened with Revolt just the other day, or
I
was it
mean,
yesterday?
we got 6 more minutes on this topic. I'm looking at my countdown right now. So if we could put up an article real quick and just to give you guys an understanding.
Yeah.
How much is that company worth, Ramin?
Revolt. Let's take a look and see.
I mean, Diddy is still.
I wonder if it lost any value during this time, but let's take a look and see.
Diddy still has value in the industry. He has a lot of play when it comes to investing into schools, into marketing companies, businesses. So every time you get an allegation and it gets bigger and bigger, they take things away from you. And this is what Andrew Tate was talking about. They destroy your name, right? And how they do it is sexual allegations. How can I say this? They destroy your name by saying things that are allegedly by women, and then it turns into allegation that's sexual. And what happens is, if that don't destroy you, then they go after your money, and then they start going after your businesses. If that don't destroy you, then they try to commit murder. They try to assassinate you. And if that doesn't work, then they go out and try to get you locked up. So you got to understand, we live in a time that's different for powerful men. Now, are these men doing bad things? Some are. Or they would say a lot are. But at the end of the day, Diddy's in a tough situation. I'm just going to keep watching and see how many people turn their backs on him. Because it seems like it could be people in the family. I mean, here's a man that built an empire. What are y'all really going to do to Diddy? Y'all going to lock him up? You gonna put him in jail, send him to court? What are they investigating? Because now they also investigating the Tupac Shakur death. So did Diddy have a hand into the killing of Tupac Shakur? Because it was saying it's $1 million was the hit was $1 million. And the guy who did the hit didn't even get the money, and that's why Diddy never got his name involved into it. But I also remember Eminem throwing a shot at Diddy, but then he laughed it off into one of his diss songs when he was doing tours, I think, MGK, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just telling you guys it's very simple, that all these things are allegedly, but can they be true? We don't know. We have to wait and watch. But can you imagine Diddy goes down not only for allegedly, so I have to be very careful how I'll say this.
Allegedly.
Can you imagine if Diddy goes down for 201 women in a sexual case, and then also be charged with the behind killing of Tupac Shakur? Can you imagine how big that will be? That will be the biggest article written in history of hip hop. I don't care what anybody say. Diddy's a kingpin. I don't care what anybody say. Diddy's a king. I see you in the comments saying, how is Diddy a king in hip hop? That's what we call kings. Men who have built their empires like Diddy did and survived. You know what I mean? People try to take him out. He survived it. That's a king.
By the way, Revolt's net worth right now, it looks like they're estimating it between $27 and $40 million.
So I think it's worth more than that. But that's not going to, that's not, I mean, it's worth to step away from that. For real.
They got a few hundred employees.
I mean, I get that. I thought they were worth a little over 100 million, but it's worth to step away from that because it's a growing media company. $40 million, I mean, it ain't even worth more than some of these athletes' contract. I think LeBron James get paid more than that.
Yeah, I mean, Diddy
year.
himself is worth $900 million to $1 billion.
Right.
But this is one of his companies. It came out in 2013, so it's only 10 years old. Looks like a maximum of $40 million is the estimate.
You got to understand this, guys. Men or women. Because this can happen to women, too. It's just differently. It doesn't happen because men, we don't make reports when it comes to us being sexualized. You know what I mean? It just doesn't happen. You got to be very, very careful when you invest into your company and your business and you turn into somebody that's a self-made man. If you're a self-made man, this is for the millionaires. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. You have to protect your assets. Do not end up like Diddy. Do not end up like Will Smith. Do not end up like Harvey. Steve Harvey. Don't end up like these men. Period. It is a dangerous road to be a man today. We must go to the war and battle and compete harder. And once we get our wealth, we must change the mindset of how to invest it. You must protect your family and your family tree. You can never let people attack you the way that is happening to Diddy, Will Smith, or Stephen Harvey. It's just, y'all guys, they never gonna understand it. I don't care if you got one woman or three women or you got multiple women. I get it. But you must keep all these people in line, bro. You must let them know. Stop playing the game. Tell the truth. My grandma always told me if you tell the truth, you'll have more respect and you set yourself up for a power. Because the difference is if you're a liar and they build a relationship with you and they knew you lied from the beginning, they're never going to trust you. So you must build trust within your family. You must build trust within your business. You can't sit here and scam your own business or scam your family. Because this is what happens. You get enemies within the bloodline and they try to kill you because a lot of kings have failed within the cut of a family member. Trust me. But we're going to step out of this video. I swear to you guys, it's going to be much more when it comes to Diddy. I would just say this, Ramin. This is crazy. I think they would say I'm stupid, but I truly think this may be the end of Diddy, and I do not want to say this. I truly don't want Diddy. I was just listening to his album he just dropped this year. It's classic. It's crazy, all the artists he's working with and all what he has accomplished, and it's all about to be just thrown in the trash. Let's get into the next video.
Yeah, we're going to move on, and again, we'll come back as things update. Things are updating every day constantly, but
celebrity news.
We're going to move on to another trending topic right now from a guy named King Harris. He's been trending for negative reasons, but this is T.I.'s son. So let's just get into a little snippet real quick. We got a couple of clips here to show you, but we're going to get into something from last year. It was towards the end of last year. I believe he may have got arrested or something like that. He got in some trouble, and he decided to make a response for it. But we're just going to give you a background on who this guy is, T.I.'s son. So let's just watch this real quick.
And I truly, the only thing I know about T.I.'s son is when he was out, like when he had the TV show. I seen this kid when he was like maybe he was little.
He was like 5 or something.
Yeah, it was like 5 or something. And I haven't watched that show since.
Yeah, he's a
then.
totally different person now.
I mean, I think I watched one season. That's when I had a girlfriend at that time. I don't even know what city I was in, bro. But truthfully, let's see the video. I don't even know what I'm about to watch. I don't follow this shit. I really don't follow these
celebrity news.
And you know what's funny? T.I. was just in Dre's. We was just there in Vegas. So like I said, go to the blog. You can catch us. T.I.'s a cool dude. I don't have nothing bad to say about T.I. I respect his hustle. I think he's one of the kings of Atlanta. Like I said, he just did an event. We was just in Vegas. And it was dope. So listen, shout out to the king, T.I., Tip, whatever you want to call him. But if this his son?
This is his son. His name is King. So let's just take a look at the first clip real quick before we move on to the details. And let's just get an idea of who he is, how he operates and things.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, y'all right. Nigga got too much money. This how niggas supposed to be every day. But shit, I'm sorry that a motherfucker caught me while I was, you know what I'm saying, on my way to vacation. I'm sorry. I thought I was doing what a young nigga was supposed to do. I ain't want to be in there. Yeah. Everybody that say a nigga trying to be gangster. Nigga, I ain't asked for the police to pull me over, y'all bitch ass niggas. Fuck. But one thing over here, I know that motherfuckers around Wild Beast, we solid in the motherfucking like box of rocks, yeah. Another thing, when was it said that gangsters have to do this with police and hey. Y'all stop this.
All right, that's the end of that clip, but we're gonna move on to the main one. But basically, He had gotten pulled over, arrested. I guess he was responding to that. But just to get you an idea of you would never know this man is who he is by the way he operates and speaks. But he was born into a very, very rich family, gated community all his life.
Right.
Probably 6-figure cars or close to it all his life.
Right.
And getting pulled over, arrested, getting in trouble with the law like his father did. But his father came from the total opposite of that. But we're going to get into what's actually trending now this year. This was last year. Now this year, recently, within the last week, there's a little video of him and his parents getting into it at the Atlanta Falcons game. So we're going to play that real quick.
I see why you played this, and it's very slick, right? I mean, you're showing me how this kid is operating, coming from the family of the Kings or T.I. and Tiny, right?
Yeah.
But he's not hood. He's not from the streets. He didn't grow up like T.I., right? Is that what you're getting to?
No, I mean T.I. is worth. I don't know if he is anymore, but at that time when that show was on, he was worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He's one of the hottest artists in the game.
But he didn't start that way.
Of course not.
But his son started with a spoon, what they call a silver spoon in your mouth.
Yeah, well, he takes disrespect when he say that.
I mean,
to
the
him,
guy is. I'm watching the
it
video.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But I'm watching the video. It seemed like he's trying to be hood, like he's from the streets.
You stupid.
He acting like he's gangster.
Yeah, we're gonna let's just see him. Let's see him in action.
Hold on, real quick. Don't take bubble baths like that. That ain't gangster.
Yeah.
What, bro? Don't ever do that. Any of you guys taking bubble baths? I mean, come off fruitcake. Let's get into the video.
Stop it. Get some help.
King, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then.
That's not the goal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In the neighborhood with me that
Oh, man.
Y'all want to go to the bando and man my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he it, he know not true.
Oh, wow.
Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have silver spoon.
Silver spoon.
I have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the
You
fight.
cried like a baby to go to your grandmama's house.
Every day.
You used to hold your breath
Every
and
day.
no tantrums to go over there.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be.
I don't want to be in these gates.
They don't understand
No,
that.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready? Cause he can suck and pacify over there till he was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
You cried like a baby. Hold your breath.
Yeah.
They try to say I was over there trying to sucker pass it, but they ain't gonna tell you everything. Like that, they're trying to hide it.
Jesus.
All right, so that was part one of this trending. What ended up happening is him and his father got into it. It looked like a fight. The camera was all over the place.
I was
You
reading
couldn't
an
tell,
article.
but
I mean, we get alerts on our phones, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard some things, but listen, man. First of all, the disrespect that this man shows his family is how you don't ever get the seat to be in the king position.
and it's in public at the arena. It's not like it's at home.
Listen, man. 20 years ago, this shit would never happen in our communities. You'll get checked very quickly. But this comes down to the issues with single mothers raising men, or you're so successful and rich that you don't have time because you're so busy building your empire that your kid is just living off your fruit and your labor, and he doesn't respect you because he's a trust fund baby. You know, you got to understand, T.I. truly slept with roaches and shit like that. A lot of us come from that, where you have issues in housings because you live in the ghettos where there's a liquor store on every corner. There's cities out here all over the country where there's a liquor store on every goddamn corner. Bruh. Why? They poisoning our community. They don't want us to be successful, just like they didn't want us to be successful in Africa. Why is there so many guys getting assassinated that believe in one country, one Africa? They're dead. You can't push that message because you take away the French economy, you take away America economy, and you take away the Spanish or Spaniard economy. They live off our resources in Africa. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? So the world's changing. And you got to understand, if you're going to get rich or you're going to be successful, you must have to raise your children to be respectful. You must put fear into your kids. You can't be friends with your children. You guys out here building relationship with your children, not preparing them for the world. It's dangerous.
I think it's difficult though for him. I don't know for sure. I'd like to give T.I. the benefit of the doubt.
I do too.
I'd like to say
I don't
did
blame T.I.
what he was supposed to do, but
I don't blame T.I.
You're going in. It's like going into a fight with one arm or one leg. When you're trying to raise a child and you have this much money and all they know is this much money, all they've been in is a gated community the whole life. Michael Irvin's a good example. He said something recently within the last month about his son.
Right.
Where his son is making music now and he's speaking like Chief Keef. And he put him on blast on national TV. He said, you've been in a gated community your whole life. What are you talking about? You know nothing about anything that you're talking about. Why are you saying that in your music when 0% of it is true? And that's what's happening here. I mean, the same thing. T.I. probably made even more money than Michael Irvin has in his life. This kid's been around money his whole life. It's very confusing, but it's difficult. I mean, entitlement and all these other things come into play when you're just all you know is being rich. That's why they hit him with the silver spoon statement that he didn't like.
Well, you got to understand, man. Listen, our communities are being attacked, and they've been attacked for the last since Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You guys got to. This is not just about black culture. It's about all culture. If a woman's gonna keep having children without a man being present, this is a possibility where your kid can operate in this reality, or if you get money and be successful. The point is, you have to be there for your kids, so you discipline them so they don't disrespect you like this.
And he has a response, actually. T.I. has responded to it just the other day. So I don't know if you want to hear his response.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he has something to say about this trending topic now.
And like I said, I haven't watched this video, but I mean, it's got to be a message to his son. Because, I mean, what are you going to say?
Yeah, I mean, he feel like he need to say something because everybody's talking about it. He probably sees it on his feed all day long, and he feels like he needs to now speak
social
on
media
it.
now, bro. I mean, real quick before you get in this video, every time you say something or post something, your fans attack you. I mean, just like they attacked Beyonce for saying she's trying to be white, and it's not true. Y'all idiots. Stupid. Beyonce is legendary. Stop disrespecting her name. Stop disrespecting Beyonce and everything she worked for. She's doing everything the right way. Some of y'all need to go out there and try to find your king before you disrespect Beyonce. I don't like this shit. But it's a fact that when a man tells you what it is, y'all go in the comments and destroy him because y'all saying he needs to say something. You don't know what he's saying to his son. You don't know what he's talking about. Some people don't listen. Some kids are idiots. They don't want to listen.
Like I said, it's even harder when they're born rich.
Bro.
It makes it more difficult
trust
to
fund
raise
babies,
them right.
You can't trust them. You just can't trust a trust fund baby. It's a fact. They beta males, they simps. They're beta males, they're simps. You cannot trust a trust fund baby. Trust only a man who goes in the mud and work. He goes to war. That's why everybody wanted Julius Caesar. They wanted Julius Caesar because he went to war. Do you know what it took for that man to conquer Gore? I'm just saying this real quick before we get in this video. Julius Caesar, look him up. Watch every documentary. He had to kill 1 million men by hand in combat. Those what women want. They want warriors. They want motherfucking kings. Period. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let's see what T.I. has to say in his response.
Got a minor request. Hope everybody having a phenomenal morning. Got a small request, man. Stop hitting me and getting in my comments telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son? Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas? His ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had the conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's gonna turn out. You can.
May I take a selfie with you?
No, go ahead.
Please.
I'm in the middle of something. But go ahead. This is more important. Go ahead, come on.
Thank you.
Gotta get that money. Never disrespect a fan.
Yeah. So I done already had that conversation with him, man. King's a good kid, chasing after the wrong shit. And, you know, I trust in God to deal with it the way that he see fit. You know what I mean? It ain't really shit outside. You know, he done got all the whoopings, he done got the punishment, he done did it. He done, you know, did everything as a child you could do to him. So now he gonna have to go through it. He gonna have to go through it and get through it.
Let me get into this real quick because we got 1 minute and 30 seconds on this. Okay, listen very quickly. When a man puts you into a position, there's gonna be always a bad seed. There's always gonna be a bad son. Okay, this is why God created us to have many kids, many sons. I don't know why people trip today when a man want to have an empire of children and he has multiple baby mothers. It was programmed that way. You want to have as many men as you can so you can have, you're going to have bad seeds. This man has a bad seed. Doesn't mean can he change? T.I. is basically saying, my son's going to end up in prison. Period. If he doesn't change his lifestyle. That's a good parent. He's telling his son publicly on a platform like, listen, bruh, if you don't change the way you're going to be worse off. I survived it. I lived through it. I lost people, murdered, dead, brothers, people I love for this career. You're not tough like you think you are. You guys got to teach your kids, man. I'm telling you, they're disrespectful at 5 years old, twerking, thinking they motherfucking some Nicki Minaj or they even act as if they some type of, who you want to call a Sukiana? They not.
He belongs to the streets.
And I respect any woman that go get a bag, but you got to understand, you got to be very careful when you surround your men, your boys, with the wrong people. They end up like this.
Yeah, and this is just a good example to show you that you could have all the money, you could have everything that you need. That's the opposite of going through struggle like you did. But look, I mean, people with money, Michael Irvin's a good example. T.I. is a good example. They got money. Their kids have no reason to do the things they're doing, the same things they're doing, but they're still doing it.
I feel bad for T.I. I truly do. And I truly feel his pain. I understand what he's saying. He said he's done everything.
His son has no reason to do anything that he's doing and saying things he's saying. And he has it made since he came out of the hospital.
He's basically telling you guys to stop attacking him in the comments. He's doing everything he can as a father. He's tried.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, shout out to T.I. Hey, I hope you fix all your issues with your kid, man. I hear you, bro. I understand what you're going through. So you guys have a good fucking night. It's your boy Cash Money Dreams Podcast. We here. We ain't going nowhere. And guess what? Like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. It's your boy Cash. Thank you for watching the Cash Money Dreams Podcast. Like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. Stay tuned. Every week we drop in a new episode. It's your boy Cash, man.